To me, success at the point that I'm at now, yes, I want my shop numbers to be good and everything, but I'm really looking for building teams.
Hey everyone, it's Jeff at Opus IVS. Today we're with Shane. He is an area vice president here in the Southeast at a collision center, and we're going to talk to Shane about why collision is hard. Shane, let's talk about solving problems in the collision industry. How did you get started in it?
I got started in this business when I was 16 years old. I lived across from a body shop and had a car that was in need of work, went over to go talk to them, and that led to me kind of working some things out in trade. Started out sweeping floors and doing anything that nobody in the shop wanted to do, and just kind of the more I did, the more that, I proved myself, and they started kind of teaching me more. Left, that with a little bit of knowledge. Thought I knew everything, but, still learning. Left there and started doing some more work. I ended up working in an industrial paint facility, which is where I actually got my first management role, was managing. We were painting septic tank trucks and farm equipment.
Well, real quick, our audience is going to want to know, what kind of car was it that you had that needed some work?
I'm sad to admit it was a Ford Festiva.
Oh, nice.
That at the time I was fixing up the best that I could. I mean, I had the whole chrome and gold wheels and everything that I thought was cool back then for a 16-year-old back in the, well, I won't even state the years, but it was a long time ago.
It was a three-cylinder, wasn't it? Weren't those little things like 1 liter, 3
It was actually a 4-cylinder, but it was just
okay.
a very small 4-cylinder.
Okay.
I think it was a 1.3 liter.
Manual transmission.
But I took the stuff that I learned and had it. By the time it was done, I was winning shows with my little Festiva. The hood opened sideways, and it was, I thought I was doing something back then, but it was a start to this career. And but I went from doing that to actually I worked as an outside paint rep, selling paint and going around doing some paint seminars and different things. Mm-hmm. Worked at that time and we ended up going to work for the fire department in Raleigh, North Carolina, and was working in the shop on my days off because we all, you work 24 hours, so I would work on my days off, and ended up getting injured with the fire department. And
what happened?
I had an accident during training and broke my ankle and had to go out on a medical retirement. So I was too young to not do anything. So I went back to work in a body shop full time, and that led to I got an offer to go manage a shop for another big corporation body shop. Mm-hmm. Managed that shop for a while, and then got approached to come to this company as a shop manager, actually at this location.
Okay.
And ran the shop for a little over a year, and then got moved up to the role that I'm in now, where I oversee multiple locations.
Gotcha. How do you measure success at a shop level?
I mean, there's two ways to look at it. Obviously, you base it on numbers. You want the shop to be successful money-wise. For me, I think I've taken a different approach, and it was something that, coming back into the management roles of this, because I had owned my own shop for years while I was working with the fire department.
So you owned your own collision?
I did, and I mostly specialized in custom paint, and so I had kind of gotten away from the collision stuff, which was ironic, and I'm sure we'll talk about it later on, about how much from doing collision work whenever I was younger to then I did custom work for years to getting back in the collision industry, all the changes that took place from one. I mean, it was almost like having to learn all over again. Mm-hmm. To me, success at the point that I'm at now, yes, I want my shop numbers to be good and everything, but I'm really looking for building teams. I mean, that to me is success. Seeing people that I've had the chance to mentor, that I see moving up in these companies, mm-hmm. and being able to make it to the level that I'm at or even higher. Mm-hmm. The manager I've got at this location now that took my place, whenever I came, he was an estimator, a very green estimator. And to be able to see him grow and move up, I think I'm at a point now where I just want to, I figure I've got maybe 8 to 10 years left in this business, And my goal now is not to see how high I can get. I mean, I joke all the time, but I say I've already been promoted beyond my intelligence. So my goal now is to just see how many people that I can see that I have played a part in getting them to be successful in this industry, and hopefully it'll be as good to them as it has been for me over the years.
Right, right. You know, I see a lot of stuff with, you know, shops, say back home when I was with Audi and Volkswagen, the guys that stayed at that one location that didn't float around chasing the money and stuff, they seem to do better and excel much quicker, you know, than those guys that are, you know, constantly chasing the dollar or whatever, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So by doing so, I think they're able to move up quicker within the company, right? The company recognizes them for being there for a while, right? And they might want to invest in them or give them a chance at something that they haven't done before.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think that's a big thing. So what kept bringing you back to Collision? Like, how did you not get away from it ultimately?
For me, it's one of the only careers I've ever had that it's that instant satisfaction.
In what way?
There's something about whenever a car comes in here and it's, you know, like the one sitting behind you, whenever it came in, everything being all smashed up and just in ways that it shouldn't be. And to know that in a few days or a week or whenever that you see it go from what it looked like to like it hadn't been touched, I like that instant gratification of just seeing that work performed.
Right.
It's just something to me about taking the pride and seeing that transformation.
Right. What about the customer? It's all mangled, obviously. They don't want to be here. They don't want to, you know, I mean, they didn't want to come in and see us at the, you know, at the dealership. You know, like it was our fault the car was broke. Hey, we didn't build it right, kind of thing. We're just here to try and clean up the mess. So with you seeing their face all happy.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I said for years, whenever my kids were growing up and they were younger, me and my wife purchased a shaved ice business.
Okay.
And we had 3 different stands, and that's what my kids and their friends, you know, we paid them to work these stands. I would go help out occasionally on the weekends or something, or if, you know, something needed to be done. And that was the best job in the world because, you know, everybody's happy to come buy ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, that's, people want to see you.
Sure.
Whenever people come to see us here, they've been in a bad situation. They're, you know, it's not they're just seeing us on good terms.
Right.
So, you know, and that's one thing that we do strive for and that I push all my guys to strive for is, you know, to remember the fact that they're in that bad situation. And it's our job to do, we can't take back the situation they're in, but we can try to make it as good of an experience for them from that point on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, everybody, that's going to sum up today's interview with Shane. I hope you guys all found this informative. If you got any questions, come see us at opusivs.com.